there's banter between Soda and Tyler, apparently. We, of course, have to check that out.
You play like you're lagging in real life.
Bring out my Blade Master.
Oh my god.
Mirror images. You don't know which one is me. Yeah,
okay,
I can't.
What are you playing?
All
Fucking Crypt Lord? And Undead is the cringe race, by the way.
What is not
cringe,
true?
You just sit there and you tower hug the entire game.
Shut the fuck up, Tyler.
Let's argue, but let's not argue over you damn well know that Undead and Orc are the least cringy of the four.
True. Well, orcs. Orcs are the Undeads are actually cringe. I'm sorry to tell you, bro.
No, they can be cringe, but they're not. Lich Death Coil combos are sick.
It's right.
What do you do?
Tell him, Soda.
Look at me.
It's
I've got
cringe.
headhunters.
True.
Look at my headhunters. I made them so
It's
fast.
not even headhunters, though. That's the thing. I have
I'm gonna come in with my Farseer.
strats.
I'm a scout, by the way. Look at my summons. Like, no, dude, you're cringe too. Scroll of the Beast. I'm so fast. Look at me go.
That's not cringe at all.
Yeah,
Everything you
it's
said is
pretty cringe.
respectable gameplay.
No, well, sure, and that's why of the four, it's one of the least cringy. But Pally Rifle, Omega cringe. Night Elf in itself, the aura is cringe that it presents. Everything about it, cringe as fuck. Undead can be cringe. Orc, it's like it's toeing the line, but I bet how you play is gonna be cringe.
It's not cringe at all. Demon Hunter on Night Elves is the most bastard thing in this game by far.
Farseer is bastard shit too.
No, he's not. He's absolute
Same
dog
with
shit.
Blade
You're this
Master.
little noob. You know how to fucking dispel. Dispel is dog dipshit. It's not even
Dispel
hard.
what? At level 1, how?
Okay, so just deal with it. Camp like you always do. I'm not
Just
giving you
deal
strats,
with
bro.
it.
I'm not
Great
giving
words.
Your coach should have told you this, first of all.
I know how to deal with it. I'm telling you, I got shit on
Oh,
my
let's see.
sleeve too, motherfucker.
Let's see. I can't wait. Oh, sorry, I'm joining.
Sorry, we can't. We'll have to see that in like 5 years because we play tomorrow or I don't know 5 years from now.
Right.
Like,
Gary's
fuck, I have to
fucking
move
like
shit around.
yoinking all our time. He's a little bit greedy with it, isn't he?
Oh, he knows people want to see our match, so he put us last.
No, it's because the others are European and the time zone.
What the fuck?
I want to let the Europeans go to
All right,
bed.
I am joining right now. Sorry about that.
S tier
I was gonna
shit
give it another
talk.
10 minutes, then ask you to join on voice.
What's so funny about it is that they've played the game for like 2 weeks, and they're already arriving at the same opinions of, well, at least me, and I've played since 2010. Like, Demon Hunter's cringe, Crypt Lord is cringe, Pally Rifle's cringe.
Night Elf in itself is cringe. Yep.
Yeah, Orc and Undead are the only cool races in the game. The other two, everyone talks shit about them.
Yep, that's right.
Literally, I feel the same way of everything they just said.
We're so easy to read, man. It's unreal. But yeah, there were some truth bombs in there. That shit talk. I like how Soda wanted to be a bit diplomatic because they're casting together now. It's like, yo, we play Undead and Orc. Undead and Orc are the least cringe that's brought up together against the others. And Tyler's not having any of them. Like, Undead Super Mega. Thank you, Mr. Credit. Glad you enjoy this. I hope you all enjoy gameplay. Carson, hit the F7 button. We're fast forwarding into the live state of the game. This is Geranimo versus Sunglitters for both. It's their second game. Both went 0-1 in series and 0-2 in maps. And we have one clear fan favorite, and that is Sunglitters spawning on the right-hand side.
What will the strategy be for our beloved potato? Are you going to boil him, mash him, stick him in a stew? What do you got in store for us, Sunglitters?
Well, an unfinished farm for now, but we see problems and we fix them. Just like our Blizzard developers said in the patch 2.0 video. It is an Archmage once again. So far, no second barrack. So far, so standard. And on the other side, it is a Demon Hunter by Geranimo. So he's not a Podem Huntress one-trick pony, but can play standard as well.
Yeah, Podem can work in other matchups for sure. We've seen it work against human. We've seen it work against undead, against orc, but it's best in Night Elf Mirror, so it's cool to see Geranimo with a multitude of strategies, even going for the 21 supply shop trick, which is just like an extractor trick in StarCraft 2. If you've seen that before, the shop takes up 1 supply, so if you supply block, you can get 1 extra wisp. He denied both creeps with the Age of War.
Oh, that is a thing that happens to quite a few Night Elves. This will mean don't do the third. It was close.
Almost.
It was close. It was close. But hey, since we're all cheering for Sunglitters here, this is not a neutral cast, everybody. Since we're all cheering for Sunglitters here, this is exactly the way we like it.
Yeah, very nice. I mean, and you still get gold in the item from the creep camp, so, you know, it's not as though that's wasted time. You get things from creeping, even if you deny the creeps. But at least Ancient War creeping is difficult to do, but you gotta go for it. You gotta try. Sunglitters, again, efficient map movement. Gonna be level 2 Archmage. I like the creep route as well. Not taking anything too big, keeping all the footmen relatively healthy. Just gonna get Aura very, very soon on that Archmage.
Did you check Sunglitter's base by any chance in the past minute or so?
Nope.
Let's freaking go, baby! Off we go! Mass footman again and again and again. And Geranimo was late to the stream. He probably didn't see the first map, and he might be caught unaware. And Night Elf is a race that is relatively fragile in units on tier 1 because they attack rather fast. You have an archer or 2, in this case 3, for a bit of stability. And might be overwhelmed in that regard. Sunglitters now with a creep that is quite taxing with the poison, and it's also in a weird position. But this is getting her closer to level 3.
Yeah, Sunglitters less than 100 experience away from level 3. Could go for the turtles in the center. And defend is being researched. Footmen are being remembered. The macro's super solid. This is a real chance for Sunglitters because, as you mentioned, Night Elf struggles against footmen. Ask any pro Night Elf player what unit they don't want to face. They'll say footmen.
Alright.
But the pressure comes in. Immolation on Demon Hunter could be very strong.
Oh, scheiße, es brennt! But disengaging, doesn't want to face or lose too much mana, making healing less efficient. And he sees, does he realize that this is more footman than normal? It's like right on the edge.
Yeah, you might look at this and think, oh yeah, that's at this point maybe standard, but once he sees 2 more stream in and then 4 more stream in, he'll be like, okay, it's mass footman. But yeah, you're right about that. Look at a first glance, you might not think you're getting cheesed right now.
Exactly. So can she get a surround out? Can she block? Where's the damage gonna end up? On the archer. Looks like the first kill. Let's go, Glitters!
Wells are not plentiful. There's only 3 of them. And that Demon Hunter, with having used a lot of his mana already, is going to soak up a ton of this. This could be good. Defend is done. Just has to hold up the shield, Sunglitters. You have to hold it up in daytime. Not necessarily around the corner, but will come sooner than Geranimo wants it to. And those Moon Moles will no longer regenerate.
Geranimo's attacking his own Hunter's Hall. He's nervous. He seems half broken already.
Attacking the Moonwell. Demon Hunter is carrying right now. Water Elemental surround from Sunglitters against the Ancient of War. Demon Hunter has to tell. Portal goes down. Sunglitters.
Go, 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 go. Potato Girl. Off we go. Then there's almost nothing left. Sunglitters with the upset of the tournament.
Oh, now defend. Can hold the shields up. The trees fight back. Demon Hunter, will it come back from the tavern? There's nothing close enough to the tavern. Currently, Sunglitters is so close to closing this one out. Just has to continue the pressure.
Yeah, we go for the tree. We go straight for the throne. The footmen are a little hurt, but new ones are streaming in. I like it. Rally point on the Archmage. This Tree of Ages will get a lot of kills, I guess. No, we switch the target only on the Wisp, because why not? There's no chance Geranimo can get a lore up.
And Sunglitters with really solid macro, not forgetting the farm. Footman production has been solid. There's 200 gold in the bank and the farm's about to finish. This has been a really good game from Sunglitters. Like, it's a weird cheese, but it relies heavily on not messing up your macro, and Sunglitters hasn't at all.
Yeah, and she might be losing a lot of units now, and usually that would be a problem because then the Demon Hunter is quickly level 3, 4, and at some point she owns you. But this freaking Demon Hunter is still dead for 40 seconds.
He forgot to revive it for a little while there. Geranimo not completely out of it. I like the choice to go Huntresses against the Footmen. This is a very, very standard choice when you're up against a ton of Footmen. But the Moonwells are going down. Supply block. What you see is what you get for units. One more Huntress will come out. Demon Hunter will come out in a second, and that is it. All Sunglitters has to do is keep building Footmen, and she will win this game.
Double kill! Easy! There's one Huntress left. GG! Sunglitters with the map win! Nobody believed it, but we called it on the broadcast. It's just the question if she wins 1-0 or 2-0, and 2-1 and 2-0. I'm overwhelmed. Who gives a fuck? The potato is the happiest person in the world, and so deserves.
That might be her best win in terms of MMR as well. I wonder what opponent she's beaten on ladder. She's got something like 25 wins, but almost 1,000 MMR player. Pretty solid.
So clean. so clear. Oh my god, she's over freaking joyed, man. Sub-streaming in the emotions, man. Have you ever seen a map win this celebrated?
Oh god.
Yeah, and Annie said on Grubby's stream as well, the macro was insane. Which is true. The macro, that was like really good players could not have done it any better.
Yep.
Pro players would have had just the same amount of footmen
Yep.
in that game as Sunglitters did.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
Be happier. Oh my god.
Coming in as last place MMR. And with this upset, this is exactly what this tournament is meant to be.
I'm sped up. We're at about 2 minutes 20 seconds in game right now. Heroes just came out, and we're starting the creeping. Hopefully, Geranimo, worth noting, last game denied 2 creeps. He would have been a higher level Demon Hunter had he not done that. Maybe he can do it a little bit better this game, and he'll have a better chance against a potential footman rush.
If you're a higher level, that just means you die later to the Archmage Footman Water Elemental focus that we've seen here.
It takes longer to come out of the altar after you die to the surround by the
Yep.
footman again.
Sunglitters 1-0. Unreal. Sanctus, thank you. I am fast forwarding still. Hopefully the Ancient War creep for Geranimo is a bit cleaner. We'll watch it. The Makura creep, not too easy to do. But there is repair, good aggro. This is for sure better already.
Yeah, no denies there from Geranimo. Sunglitters creeping aggressively as well, but a couple of footmen getting a little bit too low there. She goes for the level 2 in the center.
Oh, I take over for a second because the Demon Hunter is coming in with Immolation. Get the level. Archmage in a bit of trouble. Item on the ground, but this was of course a panic situation and now I'm caught up. And apparently we have a Golden Kappa train going on. So if you want the Golden Kappas, everybody, get your Submarinos in.
Golden Scam Train. No, Golden Kappa Train, of course.
You soon have a Golden Band train, my friend. Joledada, thank you for the gifted sub.
Creeping continues. Sunglitters is also moving this train along. Trying to get level 3 Archmage yet again. Thank you for the primers. Appreciate you guys in the chat.
OJ Meisters and B Casanova. Demon Hunter extremely hurt. Yeah.
Yeah, we saw the same. Those Moonwells are precious, precious diamonds. That blue moon juice is so important for holding the pressure. Because, by the way, if we've checked the main base of Sunglitters, it's 2 barracks again. Go with what works. I think this is absolutely right. Don't stick stubbornly to the same 2-game plan. You know, cheese to make them passive and then go for a macro game. If it works, keep it going.
Exactly.
Same thing twice.
Exactly. Stay unpredictable. More subs coming in. Dargok, Trojan Donkey. Thank you. Golden Scam Train. Bailiff. Thank you for the bits. This is amazing. Everybody loves to see what the Glit is cooking up. Archmage, after this, so close to level 3. 1 Wisp would be enough. Geranimo aiming for the lab, which is with Immolation creepable, but this will be his entire Moon Juice afterwards. And Glitters is coming.
Yeah, hopefully a greater heal for Geranimo. That's what he wants to find. Push on vulnerability, also great. Works well with Immolation. Something is coming in. How's the macro? Again, it's just perfect. There's only 1 footman queued up at each barracks. A shop's coming up, 40 supply, 200 gold in the bank. The macro is immaculate from the potato.
Alrighty. We got a Naga out this time, so Geranimo arrived at tier 2. Footman not attacking perfectly. Town portal forced. Everything could be a little hurt. Archmage also a bit hurt, but here's the level 3 finally. But the Footmen, they're all trapped.
Level 3 Archmage from a Wisp kill, as you mentioned. Shields are up for some, but not all. The positioning a little bit all over the place for both players. Double Ancient Allure coming up right in the face of Water Elementals, with the Archers trying to run away. Demon Hunter trying to carry this fight.
Okay, Archmage in trouble. TP! No! Loses the hero. No more Water Elementals. Unfortunately, the Foot people have to carry it for the Potato Person. Demon Hunter, still in trouble, has the big Invo potion, but on this level, just because you have an item doesn't mean you use the item. So just like every 2500 MMR Night Elf as well, they never learned that. There is still a chance if she keeps the macro up.
Yeah, the rebuild of the Archmage was really, really fast. Geranimo did not do that himself last game, but the Archmage was rebuilt instantly for Sunglitters level 4 Demon Hunter. It only gets more and more difficult, all the footmen being cleaned up. And this time around, Geranimo holds a little bit easier, but it wasn't without adversity.
Right on, right on. So tier 2 versus tier 1 now with a super pimped demon. Not even necessary to go into that Invo Potion. And now you can unfold the Night Elf Strength and go for some map control. Your show. Thank you for the sub. This is, of course, a characteristic of Hammerfall. Tight Hunters, small map, quick rush distance, Hammerfall.
Yep.
A lot bigger, so the push hits later. Geranimo played cleaner. And now it looks, of course, like our Night Elf friend is going to get his first map win in.
Yeah, bears are coming out, but it's only tier 2, so Geranimo might just be building mostly Dryads. What counters Dryads? Well, defend footmen are quite good. Sunglitters going for the deny on her own footman there for a second, but wasn't able to clean it up. The Demon Hunter did too much damage. Archmage is out again, and Demon Hunter, could he overstay his welcome?
Ooh. Okay, Archmage here. I think he's retreating now. Smelled blood in the water, but now with the hero
Let's
being
go
back.
Golden Scam Train.
That was 30 seconds lost, basically. Also an Archer lost. Sunglitters is still in this.
Archmage 3, Footman coming out. 800 gold, but that can be easily spent. Maybe even a heal scroll. I wonder if Sunglitters will make it to the shop in this game. That could be nice against the Immolation. Huntress coming out again for Geranimo, which I think is a good choice, but still a tier 2 Night Elf is not a huge tech advantage against Footman. You need those heavy melee units if you want to counter the big shields. And the Sunglitters just going again. It's a long daytime. Moonwells are not regenerating right now.
Last resort.
Base race, maybe?
Maybe, maybe. Thank you for the bit, Lugia, you wonderful, wonderful soul. Thank you for the support. There's a couple of bears in the main. I think the rally point is not ideal for the lores. And yeah, in this adept form, they're easy to kill. They offer roar and they offer rejuvenation, which is HP. More support from Lugia. Are you mad, bro? 5 gifted subs on top of the bids. Ride that golden kappa train, everybody. Bear killed, but it's valuable time lost for the base race.
Seems like Geranimo is running back in fear of the base race. A lot of footmen. I think it would be relatively even. I feel like Sunglitters has fewer buildings, but more units to go for the base trade. So if they decide to go for it, it could get very interesting, but it seems like Geranimo doesn't want any of this smoke. He's going to run back. And Sunglitters has a TP to get back to the potato patch if she needs to.
There we go, man. Okay, no staff either. We're aiming for the tree. Once again, same position as before. Go for the Moonwells. That will take HP and mana away as well. Crewman, thank you for the sub. And the Moonwells start. Keep on falling. The Demon Hunter is the key for Geranimo for his first tournament map win.
Vulnerability used. Archmage, careful! Okay, TP. You make it out alive.
Okay, you seem to be a bit ahead of me again. I can't fast forward, actually. Which is...
I try F6 and then F7.
Okay.
Is the trick.
Yeah, I'm a little worried that I can't F7 then after I do F6.
Weird. Yeah, because I was actually behind even more. I just sped up again, but it wouldn't let me with F7. I had to slow it down, and then it let me speed up again.
I don't want to...
It's very strange.
Yeah,
very strange.
Guess we have to go from my perspective. Otherwise, I slow it down to like 0.5, and then if I can't go up again, then we're like stuck with 0.5. And
Yeah.
It's weird. Geranimo?
Sorry, I won't be the fortune teller anymore.
Thank
I
you.
will be,
Thank you. Thank you.
I'll
Thank
be
you,
on your
Carson.
time.
I loved how Sunglitters was using the regen scroll in fight. Usually something you don't do because it will be cancelled by damage. But on this level, if you're a little lucky, it can go through, and then all of a sudden you have 200 extra HP. Everything is back to green. Another wave of attack. And maybe a creep jack.
A lot of footmen for Sunglitters. Continues to pressure. Again, still daytime. The Moonwells have not regenerated, and Sunglitters is always prioritizing killing those Moonwells as well. But Geranimo does have Rejuve, but it's not infinite to heal up the Demon Hunter. And remember, Invol Pot was used earlier.
Shop still up and burning. Just straight up going for the Moonwelts. It's hilarious. And it is kind of working. So Demon Hunter has this immolation. Can burn a lot of the foot people with Richu on top. Good synergy here by Geranimo. But can he weather the storm? I think he forgot tier 3 for a solid 3 minutes or even more. But maybe the tier 2 Care Bear is still enough with immolation, with Fork Lightning. Nice target fire by Sunglitters, taking out bears here, taking away the rejuve. And the bears are now out of mana, but the chase for the Archmage is up once again. Nice escape. Keep running, keep running, keep running, keep running.
A player's forces are under attack.
Works for now. Turns around. Oh no! Oh no! Misses the right click for a little bit. And now everything is bruised and hurt and probably pray for the level 5 Demon Hunter.
Yeah, that's a lot of experience from the Footman. Very, very close game. Like, there was times when Geranimo, you know, if he didn't have that potion of vulnerability, imagine if he gets to scroll the Beast from the lab instead. Demon Hunter could easily die. It would not take much more. Just a couple of extra Footmen. But it seems like it will be the end of Sunglitters. And just like that, the macro slips. When Sunglitters falls behind, the macro slips. We have like 12 Footmen in production currently. But again, just want to point out, very close game 2. It seems like we're going to a map 3 here.
Oh, this is exactly how we want our Warcraft. It's going to be good. Tier 3 around the corner for Geranimo, and then bears will probably just eat Footmen for breakfast. Now the next question, will we see the first ultimate of the tournament? Because the Demon Hunter is making quite some progress to being a Superman.
Yeah, it's another, what, 12 Footmen maybe? Which is not going to be too tall of a task when it is Sunglitters with still 7 Footmen in production right now. As we reach, maybe, is this the longest game of the tournament so far?
Yeah, I guess so. And Geranimo?
We've reached 14 minutes in any of the games, and we're approaching that now.
Is Neo using custom models? Yes, I'm using a mod by Kenshin. Exclamation mark Kenshin leads you to the download and the install tutorial. It's super easy. It looks fantastic.
Seems like Sunglitters is going to go one more time. Footman in production. Archmage coming out soon. Waiting with the Footman outside the base to push again. Archmage will be back in a little bit still, but it will be out soon. And then one final attempt, this time against a tier 3 Geranimo.
Well. All it could... Oh, okay. He morphs the bears. I was about to say, like, if he forgets to morph the bears or loses his Demon Hunter in a bad spot, there is always a chance. He had to spend a lot of resources going for Moonwelts again that couldn't be put into army. And some wisps were lost, so he's floating a lot of gold but doesn't have the lumber for more units. But without an Archmage, this will be hard for our beloved Potato, and the chase is on.
A lot of Footmen, and worth pointing out, normal damage is really good against heroes. If the Demon Hunter's out of position and he tanks too much, Footmen will do a lot of damage and can potentially get the kill if the rejuve isn't there, if there's no staff, if there's no personal vulnerability. So this could be the last big fight.
Right on. Instantly surrounding a bear, top notch. One Footman as a decoy for the bears, but the rejuve on top. Geranimo is getting better. Still out. Oh, I was about to say out damaging that one, but no, the rejuve is actually a savior. Demon Hunter 5.5, getting close to an ultimate.
We might be seeing it this game. Demon Hunter, I wonder if he'll have enough mana to pop the Metamorphosis. He'll certainly get to level 6 if Sunglitters keeps building Footman. Immolation has proven to be such a good tool against the Footman. And it seems like the end is near and 1-1 in our first series to go map.
Right on. Geranimo, it was a rough start against the top favorite in the group and then against the mass Footman all in on map 1 that he didn't expect to be seeing. But he's stabilizing. He seems to be warmed up now. This was a lot cleaner than anything that we've seen before from him. And if that is the future of his in this tournament, maybe Guzu should be sweating a little bit. Once again, the first thing we observe is the Ancient of War creep. Failed on map 1, was super clean on map 2, and I think he got the rhythm now. No reveal though. There is still quite some damage, but the wisps are... the double deny again!
Grubby himself called this the hardest Ancient War creep in the game. Before it was Echo Isles. Echo Isles not really in the pool anymore. I think this camp is maybe the most difficult. Grubby himself lost his Ancient War to this camp.
Really? What a
recently.
noob.
Yeah, I think like 3-4 days ago he lost it to this camp.
It's because of all the World of Warcraft playing he did.
True. That's our world champion, everybody. Best we got.
Sunglitters, though, on the other side. Squeaky clean once again. Look at this. We see a double barracks. We see a double farm. We see everything twice, and that even sober.
And we'll see if the macro is perfect. 3 games in a row. It was very, very nice game 2. I think with just slightly better defense from Geranimo in game number 2. Okay, I'm caught up now. So we have Potion of Invulnerability. Demon Hunter is going to struggle to get levels after those denies, but the item, again, still important. And there's lots of easy green camps on Northern Isles to clean up for the Demon Hunter.
Okay, then. But no Ancient War creeping here at the moment. And are we taking a pit stop or are we rushing straight across? The ultra aggro play by Sunglitters, I think, is the way. There's no way to reach level 3, really. So just go all out aggro straight into the base once again. This shop might fall.
And the Demon Hunter's taken so much damage. He's going to be able to barely heal up, I think. The Demon Hunter's not even going to be topped off full. Defense online. The farm is remembered. The Footman macro is again perfect. Sunglitters. This looks pretty good.
I agree, dude. It's not that easy to get to the Moonwells even. It's only 200. Wisp detonate against the Water Elemental. Top. But since Geranimo is not on tier 2 yet, he can't go for potions. Oh wait, Carson, it's no immolation. It's mana burn.
Uh-oh. And the Water Elementals haven't been that impactful in this series anyway.
Yep.
Focus fire on the Archmage. Shop also being focused. Shop goes down, that means no potions. But I think the Footman should turn around and try to deal some damage, especially with the lacking Moonwells.
Archmage gotta run. She's committing a bit too hard. Gets the shop and the TP. Clutch plays Sunglitters. And now heal up and run again.
Shop not remembered, but can always be power built if she's aware of that. Macro slipping a little bit, but that's, 900 gold. That's just 6-7 Footmen. We can get there in no time. Defend needs to be turned off, or else it's going to take a while to get across the map.
Carson, we've been telling her the entire time to put the shields up. We didn't tell her about put the shields down.
Yeah, those guys are slow. Those shields are heavy. It takes a while.
Yeah.
Okay? You gotta lift those things around.
He had a lame arm after a while. Yeah, need the shop now, so a little bit of creeping seems to be fine. She has time because Geranimo forgot the Hunter's Hall over all the craziness, but he's not waiting at home for the next wave, but goes to the tavern for probably the Naga again. Could also be a Panda, which would be an excellent addition to the army. And still, Sunglitter's very, very, very hurt.
Yeah, the shop is coming up slowly. Archmage is going to be level 3 next time the Demon Hunter sees it. Footman, the scout for Sunglitters. Fantastic to see the positioning. Of course, can get an archer count, knows, okay, the tier 3 is probably going to be in about 45 seconds. That Footman given a ton of information. Sunglitters, no doubt, is making all the calculations in her head of what is in store based on everything she saw. She probably checked the items. Archmage needs to heal up, so it's going to come back out of the altar with full HP. No big deal. We're fine with that. That's just saving gold on healing.
Very smart by Sunglitters indeed. She was just about to reach level 3, where it gets more expensive and also takes longer to revive the Archmage. So
optimal.
Why not die before level 3? You guys might be laughing, but she's so way ahead of all of you. You don't even understand.
Yeah, level Archmage is going to come back in no time, making Geranimo burn all his mana on the Footman, so he cannot focus the Archmage. The Archmage will be back healthier than ever, and Geranimo is going to be completely out of nuke potential for that hero that's going to carry the game in about 30 seconds.
Now we got the shields up. Nice. 30 seconds is very accurate, by the way. And we're stalling time. Geranimo is still not taking tier 3, by the way. He forgot it again, unfortunately. And he might be confused now. Where is that hero? What is she doing? He didn't see that the hero died to the creeps. He's just assuming things, and one shouldn't do that.
And he'll never know. Archmage is back. Right at the shop, can heal up the Footman. And the tech for Sunglitters as well.
Ooh.
What will the choice be? Are we going to tier 3 for Griffins? This could be a big surprise for Geranimo. He might just overbuild bears instead of building dryads, which of course would be the counter to griffins. He could overbuild bears trying to counter the footmen, and then griffins come out of nowhere.
It is the ultimate confusion strategy that might
Yes.
work out. Picks up the item that she left there, double ring. Super nice because Geranimo is so heavy on the hero focus. More resistance to physical is sweet. And creep jack.
Item.
Boy. And a town portal. And focus, 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 focus. Almost a kill.
Mage now going to get level 3. Geranimo goes back to healing. He's still waiting for his tier 3 as well. He's trying to get in a comfortable position where he has the right army, the right items, orb, staff, all those good things. So right now, Geranimo is good to be passive for him and just chill out a little bit. There's a lot of footmen on the field. He doesn't want to fight in an open field. And for now, tier 2, maybe a tavern hero is the best bet. You get a Naga or something and go again. Maybe Alchemist if Sunglitters is aware of those heroes.
Alchemist would be the absolute dream, but
Yeah.
so far we tacked up to stay on tier 2. It just looks prettier. Aesthetics, as you said, are very important in a Warcraft strategy, and we just built more and more of the same. This shouldn't work, but it could work. Demon Hunter only level 2, supported by bears now, and the reju, and that's gonna be brutal.
Archmage also getting 15% bonus experience. So level 4, those auto attacks are going to be doing way more damage. So maybe tier 2 is for that. Demon Hunter in the front, soaking up a lot of damage. Has all the potions in the world. Ooh, illusions might cause some confusion now. The Cyclone also. Wait a second, Naga getting quite low as well.
She doesn't finish the job! She doesn't finish the job! The Naga! Oh no, so close!
Archmage, wait a second. Archmage comes around the outside, forces some potions. The footman numbers are still pretty high. And the invul now used. All the heroes are low on the field right now.
This is gonna be level 4 Demon Hunter in no time. You might have denied a couple of units. Shield partly up still. Gets the bear. Whoop, there we go. This is way closer than expected, but of course 8 supply about to drop due to the footman. Glitters needs the hero kill now. Naga! Click, click, click here! Click her! Click her! God damn it!
So close, but there's limited healing right now for Geranimo. If Sunglitters was only building footmen, there's 1100 gold. The macro slipped a little bit, but look how low. How does he heal up? Level 3 on the Naga, but 1 HP currently. Can Sunglitters finish her food?
Level 4.
Doesn't seem like it.
No way, man. She's still producing. The macro is so sick. Just click that Naga. Another bear comes in for Geranimo. Lifesaver.
Well, literally, in the case of the Naga there, and Geranimo barely holds on. They both have single-digit units left over and are very, very bruised. The footmen continue to be produced. Okay, can Sunglitters invest that gold into an army and go again?
Carson, I'm so sad. Oh, it was so close. The Naga was about to die 3 times. Imagine she builds a Mountain King or an Alchemist or any of these two. She has this game. Crazy.
Yeah, second hero would have won the game during that push for Sunglitters. Yeah, any tavern hero, probably Naga. I would say would probably be the easiest and the best to use. Just turn Cold Arrow on and forget about it. If only. If there was live coaching and you said the only thing you could say is pick up a Naga and right-click Cold Arrow.
Easiest
Then
game.
everything else the same. Yep.
Guys, she's 400 MMR. Cut her some slack. Bro, we're cutting her all the slack in the world. We're actively rooting for her as hard as we possibly can. We are fans, okay? We're Team Glid.
All right. Geranimo, comfortable. Will he get the orb now for the first time in this series? There it is. And Geranimo is finally stabilizing after 3 games of intense pressure. Can he have a moment to breathe? Doesn't seem like it because Sunglitters, again, is pushing. Rebought the town portal so we can go even one more time after this. It's just streams of footmen.
Dude, when I know that this series is missing something, then it's an encore, and I just want more and more and more of this. Cyclone, super sweet. Demon Hunter with full mana, though. He's gonna be the weapon of choice again for Geranimo.
Water elementals are quite good against the bears if they're focusing. Archmage nicely mic'd away. Those rings, as you mentioned earlier, are helping out a ton. Demon Hunter is pretty bruised. He's got a potion, but that's not that much healing for him.
Oh, level 4.
Falling.
Evasion would be so good for Geranimo, by the way, who's just burning and burning away, and his reju usage is really good.
Oh, Naga on the other side of the map taking a lot of damage. Will Geranimo notice? He's microing the Demon Hunter. He's cleaned up those footmen, but the Naga could be the one to fall.
Come on. Just forget about the Naga. Okay. Well, we need to rebuild and go again. That
There's only one way forward.
Exactly. But you mentioned it earlier, man. If she had tech to Griffins, her signature strategy, it would be perfect right now. There's no anti-air outside the Demon Hunter and Naga. These bears would have all been dead for a long time.
Yeah, Geranimo right now is at 50 supply. And, you know, if he broke upkeep and built a couple more bears, eventually you get to this state in the game where you just physically cannot counter units because you only have 100 supply in Warcraft 3. That's not that many units. So you just don't have a lot of supply capacity or resources once you're in upkeep to counter Griffins. So if he had this many bears and then all of a sudden there's 6 Griffins in the air, it's just game over.
It is, man. It is. But this is so stressful for a new player. You know that like 50,000 people are watching or something. You're the underdog, and you might be in the back of your head like, oh, they're seeing my mistakes, and just maneuvering across the map is sometimes stressful. She is distracting now. Noise. I like that. Geranimo could just A-click into her base probably and win, but he's not that decisive either.
Town portal might have to be used again, but it will not be, it seems like. And really high-level heroes again. We didn't have Metamorphosis last game. We might get it this game.
I really like by Geranimo that GG it is. I really like Geranimo. He, of course, ate the defeat on map 1, but he made really good adjustments. The rejus were on point. He took care of his Demon Hunter, and he knew that there would be a lot of hero focus, and he always had a potion ready. Of course, not 2000 MMR perfect play, but exactly what he had to do in that situation of the game. Keep the Demon Hunter alive. He will be your carry. That's what he's designed to do. And that part of the game, he played very, very good.
Yeah, I think memes aside, I think that's the ideal result for both players. I mean, it shows that a cheese can make up the difference in MMR. And for Geranimo to be able to come back after losing and, is able to win against the cheese 2 times is nicely done by him to make the adjustments he needed to. And for Sunglitters to get a map there, despite the MMR differential, is pretty solid. I think she could be happy with this result. Both players can.
Absolutely. We're tuning into the Grubby broadcast.
Really cool series. Went all the way to 2-1. Geranimo,
That's a little
congrats on the
post-game.
first victory. Nice job.
Thank you. Congratulations, Geranimo.
Congrats on your first map victory. Sunglitters.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
She's so locked in.
Yeah.
She's just seeing the game in front of her face. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, you did really well, Sunglitters, especially adapting, trying out a whole new build as well. I think you did really well. These games were so close and they were swinging back and forth. In the end, the bears are just too strong. But you did really well. These were some really good fights.
Yeah, once I saw the bears, I kind of knew it was over. Because I went like all in. And I also, they cannot attack the wisps when they're working. I was trying. I couldn't attack them.
You can, but not every footman can attack at the same time, so they end up tripping a lot over each other, right?
Yeah, probably only like 2 footmen, so you needed to separate them maybe.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, handling melee units is so hard, honestly.
Yeah.
I think you did really well.
Sunglitters gave me a heart attack during that series a little bit.
That first game, you looked so overwhelmed, Geranimo.
Dude, I've had one hell of a morning. I could DM you after and explain it, but I wanted to do it during the tourney. Dude, today's been... I'm just ready. I'm I had to jump into it. I'm ready to game. I'm just...
You found your footing, got your first up. Congrats.
Finally.
Congrats.
Sunglitters put up a fight, though. She was popping off.
I was trying.
No, you were doing real... I was not expecting you to do that. You just took... I was like, oh, she's doing the rush. And I was like, uh-oh.
Because I knew the strategy that I normally do. It just doesn't work against Night Elf so well, so I had to do something else.
Oh, the Griffin thing? Yeah. No, you did exceptional. I think you actually would have beat the last game. I was in a really bad spot. You almost had me.
It was so close, actually, that game.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I like screwed my creeping up, and my Demon Hunter was like 40 or 30% HP.
Game 3 for Ahmpy and Sunglitters. It is number 1 in the group. Ahmpy, who's also very, very high on the Warcraft III Champions ladder, OnlyFangs ladder. Sunglitters with the first map win, but not the first series win. Does she have more cheese prepared? Is it more of the Footman cheese, or will we see the Griffins once again? Will Ahmpy allow this? All these questions.
We'll see. We'll see if it will be the baked potato Footman rush. We'll find a name for it. There's got to be a perfect pun in there for this strategy from Sunglitters.
I mean, I'm talking to the inventor of Noah's Ark. It is definitely down to you to find a name for this build.
That didn't stick though. No one calls it Noah's Ark.
With me, Carson, it will stick until the end of my days. I'll be 89 years old, casting on probably this PC, still casting Warcraft 3 with the 3 players that still remain, and I'll be calling it Noah's Ark till I die.
Beautiful, I love it. By the way, I am speeding up.
Oh, thank you.
Speeding up. This is our speed up reminder.
Yes, speed up reminder for both of our casters, and only one of the 2 casters totally forgot about that.
I am pretty much heroes about to come out right now. And speaking of heroes, Ahmpy goes for the Warden, and Sunglitters blocks her Archmage.
No! Oh, that is very unfortunate, but she found a solution quickly.
Yeah, the first one of the tournament, it had to happen. We had to have Ancient War denies, and we had to have a hero getting blocked by one of the humans. That's just always standard to happen, but again, fix it perfectly. That farm is not a big deal. She still has open supply.
That's right. You see the difference already. Ahmpy super clean with the Ancient of War. No denies here. Did you see the little hype video that Grubby put out
yes.
prior to the tournament? Ahmpy had some sick Warden moments there.
Yeah, nice like blink. The classic Terran stand Warden blink position over the little water lines. Yeah, super cool. He's definitely been studying pro play. You can tell from those sort of things.
That made me wonder, by the way, when did that happen? Because Terran stand is not on Warcraft Champion.
Maybe before people started playing Warcraft Champions, that might have been BNet map pool.
Even more impressive than when it went on so early. But yeah, the Warden is an excellent choice. Obviously, Ahmpy has been watching these games and streaming these games. He might assume that there's the 2 barracks footy rush coming, and the Warden from level 3 on with Fan of Knives simply destroys these footies.
But it sometimes can be a little bit of a poison chalice because you use 2 Fan of Knives. Yes, you kill a lot of footmen, but then if the Warden takes a lot of damage, being in the front line like that, Moonwells are going to struggle to recover, whereas the Demon Hunter is more of like a stable tank that Geranimo played, right? You can stand in the front line, you can avoid stuff, you don't need to burn through all your mana right away. The Warden needs to burn through all the mana, so it could be a difficult hero to heal up.
True that, true that. Ring helps a little bit, diminishing damage. 1 archer fell, so even the group leader Ahmpy isn't almighty. Chat is announcing, by the way, he warms up on BNet and then switches to War 3 Champions. Smart approach, Ahmpy. This guy, he certainly has a brain.
And he's showing it here. I think the Warden, he's a smart decision. He knows who he's going to be playing up against, and obviously he's so far, the last 2 games we saw from him, he had specifically prepared things for his opponent. Because so far it's been a little bit telegraphed. Pot him, and then he's been up against mass things. Mass riflemen, mass huntresses, mass footmen, and he's had 3 different styles, 3 different approaches to each opponent.
Yeah, very, very well prepared. And great fundamentals. Barely any mistakes. Another ring for him. And we know that these footmen will be clicking on the Warden, but even for that he's prepared with a blink and physical damage reduction. Defend is coming up. Footmen are coming out. Again, the build order by Sunglitters. Pretty much perfect. Not supply blocked for too long. We'll be fixing it with a little bit of power build. And Ahmpy is actively looking for Sunglitters to jump onto these footmen and spin around.
Yeah, Ahmpy has been, as previously mentioned, that he might be very greedy. He's been using the Ancient Wars a ton. He has currently 1 archer with the second one just coming out. Geranimo previously had 5-6 archers by this point. Obviously, they're not going to be great against the footmen with defend, but as Sunglitters shown, she doesn't always put up those shields, so the archers actually had a lot of value in the last games. Geranimo also was building huntresses. He was staying on tier 2 a lot longer. Ahmpy is going straight tier 3 double lore with currently 2 archers. This is very greedy.
Sunglitters has some resources banked, uses militia real quick to deal with the illusions, and wants to heal up a little bit. But here's the real warden, and I wonder if Sunglitters knows, and now she knows, Fan of Knives into the blink, not getting surrounded. This Ahmpy's specialty so far. And Archmage is far away as he was chasing after the illusion. That's the second blink that you mentioned, and Warden games, baby. Gotta love it.
Yeah, not great from Ahmpy, actually, because he's doing this right next to the shop. If he did this out on the map, Sunglitters probably wouldn't be thinking about healing. But because she's still at home, she's just going, oh, I can heal up all my footmen. That's all the mana invested in a lot of the health. The Moonwells are going to be pretty much drained. I mean, I think he'll have, let's say, Moonwells cut in half after this for us.
Okay. Yeah, good point, good point. Gets a clause of attack. The second one, actually. That's gonna be nice for these auto attacks. And then I guess it's time to run across, because time is running out. Tier 3 is halfway done.
And we're healing up. Archmage has some sick items. Auto attack damage is going to be great. Ahmpy goes forward, realizing maybe there's no Arcane Tower for Sunglitters, but our timing is running out. We need to hit before there's a decent number of bears. 1 rejuve we can fight through, but 3 or 4 we cannot. Sunglitters is going. I hope that she doesn't react to this this warden. Just leave the warden. Let the warden harass. Rebuild the peasants later. Just attack now.
And that's exactly what's happening, but the counter-attack, sometimes all you need is a warden for the entire game. Just spin to win, basically. And this hits hard, because this hits the economy. There's very little at home to deal with this, but we have to staff now, of course, ready for Ahmpy. This is now pretty much exactly how you're supposed to play a warden.
Yeah, the rejuve has enough mana for more fans. Ahmpy controlling the game well. I feel like if Sunglitters could have gotten across the map a little bit earlier, before this bear was out, she had real chances, but was just delayed a little bit too much, it seems like.
Yeah, this could have worked if she's not going for the Makura camp. I feel the warden was on the map. You mentioned the bear. Tier 3 wouldn't have been done. But now everything was a little bit delayed, and she was a little bit distracted. And as a new player, if you can't unfold your game perfectly, then things can derail super quickly.
Yeah, a couple of archers falling. Maybe a bear could go down as well, and then TP out. And of course, knowing Sunglitters, we TP out, and then we go again with more footmen. But for now, Ahmpy, almost level 5 warden, and that's going to deal with the footmen quite easily. Level 5 warden, I'm afraid.
Yeah, she is not getting any weaker, chat. There's gonna be level 3 Fan of Knives, as Carson said, ultimates, etc. Maybe Sunglitters is getting a little bit too one-dimensional now for 3 games in a row when the other contestants are watching. I kind of doubt that with only 1 worker in the mine, there's gonna be a big comeback this time.
Yeah, not a ton of resources being mined right now. Quite a few idle peasants. Ahmpy now scouting, making sure to not have any surprises coming his way. He's got orb. And maybe, is he going to go for the invis pod or something? Probably doesn't need to. He's going to get potion of vulnerability. He's worried about a, daytime. He's worried about a Arcane Tower, but there is no Arcane Tower. Staffing onto the Wisp in the main.
So nasty, so nasty. This is, from the Night Elf perspective, so much fun to play. From the human perspective, so frustrating, especially when you're not experienced against this. You probably don't even know where this warden is coming from. You didn't see her walk in. She hasn't spotted the wisp before. It's all a miracle how this is happening to her.
Oh, Archmage could easily go. There's no potions right now. Fan of Knives misses, fortunately, but this Archmage is probably going to die in a matter of time.
Well, that time is now. And Ahmpy styling on poor Sunglitters. This bullying in my book.
Seems like it. He's pretty much a solo hero. He's got bears back at home. He's getting close to level 6 Warden, and it will be the 1-0 for Ahmpy.
Can we give out penalty points for unnecessary roughness?
True. Not fair, not fair. He didn't need to play the Warden, okay?
Exactly.
You should go Tinker first or something.
You know what? I think Grubby enjoyed this. He's that kind of person.
Yeah, true.
1,200 total once you
He's
split
been
it.
used to beating people with solo heroes
Oh,
recently.
it
So
tries
he's
to
probably
deal
liking
with
watching someone else do it for once.
Also, I hope she still carries the joy of the one map win and the match against Geranimo. Ending up on a loss like this will be a bit tough and demoralizing, maybe. But she doesn't seem to be that kind of person that gets demoralized quickly. She knew that Ahmpy is the number one in this group. She was so happy. About the map win. Yeah. So, the last dance for Sunglitters. Our beloved Potato will say goodbye either after this map or the next if she wins this one. Ahmpy, I think he'd be disappointed in himself if he loses just one single map.
For sure. Yeah, he seems to be very self-motivated that way. Absolutely. He was probably one of the more emotional players when it came to losses. Obviously, Tyler does it, I think, for the memes a little bit, but Ahmpy seems to really care about not messing up. Seems to be important to him to play a clean game, to get the wins when he feels like he deserves it. So I don't think he's going to show any mercy in this tournament. He wants to prove to himself that the practice was worth it.
You know when that was noticeable? When I bansheed his ass!
True. Yeah. That was it was pretty good. Banshee is underrated, underused, underutilized. So I mean, you could steal the best unit in the game from Night Elf. Of course, you should steal them.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's so easy as well. Just one click. I don't even have to do much. Anyway, I see an Arcane Tower, and to me, that is an indicator that we will be seeing the chicken.
Players' forces are under attack.
Yeah, love to see Sunglitters switching some stuff up. She got her win with the cheese. She got close a couple of other times, but I think now it's going to be more and more ready for it. Ahmpy goes for the Dark Ranger. This is a very classic strategy.
Oh, wow. Looking up the older meta, Ahmpy, I like it. That would be extraordinary versus the Footman Rush, because then you could turn all the Footmen into skeletons if you kill them with the Black Arrow. Maybe a misread on the strategy of Glitters.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely horrendous against Griffins, and Sunglitters likes to go Paladin second. A nukeable hero with Holy Light, which is generally not the case with Night Elf. So that is pretty good. Things looking up for the Potato, especially with this Ancient War. Some damage, a little bit too much damage.
Nice aggro switch though. So the Elder Jungle Stalker is going for the skeletons and they do what they're supposed to do, and that is tanking a lot. Sunglitters unfolding her creep route, clean as before with the super fast tech.
A player's forces are under attack.
And Ahmpy
Yeah, pretty standard tech timing, actually. I'm impressed. I'm impressed by Sunglitter's macro. I expected this tech to be, I checked Ahmpy's, I was like, oh, the tech's going to be a little bit fine. This is standard tech timing.
Yep.
For Sunglitters, with the tower, of course.
Mega clean. We had one deny on the Dark Ranger. I don't know if that will delay a level 3 creep route. Archer's falling now as well. Ahmpy is shaking.
He's scared. He's waiting for the Footman to push his base, and he's thinking too much about it. He's not thinking about what's right in front of him.
Yep, I agree. I'm not sure if he scouted that well, that there is a tech and that there is no second Rax. He is teching though, so he's not forgetting about that. He's not overcommitting on the defense.
Yeah.
But has he played against Griffins at all?
I don't know. I mean, I assume at this point he's played against pretty much everything, right? But has he had the opportunity to think about and counter everything that he has maybe struggled with or lost to? I don't know. It takes a lot of games to know the solution in every single situation. Only the best of the best players are at that point with enough reps to be able to counter it, so...
So for Sunglitters, very important to not forget the blacksmith this time. Keep up the creeping. Ahmpy leaves her alone. She leaves Ahmpy alone. We clear out the neutrals. And on War, this is a pretty clean creep route, I gotta say. Easy level 3. Going for the expansion as well, which is rather easy. Targeting the healers. What they're doing.
Yeah, we're going to have Dark Ranger with some more skeletons that they're going to continue farming. Of course, the advantage of the Dark Ranger is it's good against tier 1 units like the Footman, but it's also good at snowballing creeping, which Night Elf, without Ancient Wars, does struggle to creep a little bit. They have limited healing, and if they don't have the Ancient War to tank for them, they tend to run out of juice very, very quickly. Dark Ranger makes up for that. It's kind of the strength of her.
Well, and so far we're just building archer, archer, archer. Probably Ahmpy has identified now that griffins will be coming. How good are archers really against mass air? I mean, there's little shockwaves coming from the griffin attacks, and archers,
Yeah.
not the tankiest. Could backfire, but what if Ahmpy just goes into Dryad?
Yeah, I think archers against mass air is normally a numbers game, but yeah, dryads, of course, cannot be attacked. And they deal with water elementals quite well. I think it's going to come down to maybe some knights mixed in that would help against the dryads. Motor teams I don't think are going to be a possibility for Sunglitters, which are the ultimate counter to dryads. Double Griffin Aviary, tier 3. No blacksmith yet. There it is, not forgotten. So knights are on the table as well. Macro for both players, pretty clean.
I watched these guys, especially the week before this one, and they were floating resources 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 I've seen. So far, all these games, was there 2 maps where we had 4 digits gold?
No.
Right?
No, I don't think so.
So
Yeah.
good.
Pretty solid. And that's very underrated. I feel like micro in Warcraft compared to like people know StarCraft 2 a lot, and they're like, okay, that's the macro game, this is the micro game. But I feel like macro very underappreciated in Warcraft. Just to have units constantly coming out, not forgetting or getting supply blocks, hitting your timings, and by timings I mean having all the right units at the right time, is super important. More important than going for fancy blocks or surrounds. As fun as those are, as cool as those look, that's not what really wins you games. It's not forgetting your units and having everything when you need it.
And for the Night Elf players, also keeping your heroes alive. That also.
Yeah, make sure to press that stat button.
Yeah, or the potion button, or... I had a mental breakdown earlier, Carsten. I can't. I can't.
Was there a colorful game on stream, perhaps?
It was
today?
Moon!
It was Moon! No Moon! Oh no. Expect better from Moon. But we have Life and we have Kaho. We have the young guns that give me hope for Night Elf.
Well, Life also loses. They're both... Carsten, let's not go. We have a good time here. We have a good time without
Let's not think about the pro scene.
Yeah, no,
We're not thinking about the pro scene.
No. We have a big skeleton push. Look at this. But the Arcane Tower is perfect against it.
Yeah, and they are slowly expiring as well. Ahmpy with a ton of archers. Griffin's not yet underway. I hope Sunglitters builds a knight right away at tier 3. Not Griffins. We need a knight. Well, coming back. Potom second.
Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. I guess a good orb carrier. Sunglitters build a knight. Will she be aware of what the strongest counter probably in the game to archers is, which is a knight?
She's probably a bit overwhelmed with fighting and producing at the same time. So for that, a perfect moment for Ahmpy to arrive. We got life drain, but breaks it with an invo potion immediately. Nice. If only we'd have units here.
Yeah, a knight could have already been out if it was remembered right away. Militia was, but unfortunately not called over. Water elementals are doing a good job. Dark Ranger's out for mana, which means the militia could be even better. They won't be turned into skeletons as easily as they could with a full mana Dark Ranger. Rejuve now on the DR to heal it up a little bit. Sunglitters can defend, just needs militia.
Yep.
And a knight, ideally.
And production. We jinxed it, Carson. We jinxed it. Talking about how the macro is getting better, and now we build something. Ooh, lots of griffins at the beginning. Little pullback by Ahmpy using the roar. Again, Archmage has healed up, so we can defend with water elementals. New reinforcements trickling in. Bears and archers. It's a good combo.
And Sunglitter's given a little bit of room to breathe. And I imagine for potatoes that's quite important. Sunlight and air and clean dirt is what Sunglitters needs. And also lots of units, which there is currently 4 griffins in production. Amazing how fast that gold goes. How griffins are expensive. What, 280 gold, I think?
Yeah, they are expensive. Usually for human, of course, no problem if you have an expansion, but on this level, I think expansions are rather useless. Now we got the griffins. Ahmpy has the confirmation as well. That's why he sent the skeletons here. And when is it time for a knight? Still nowhere to be seen. But yeah, the signature Sunglitter strategy. Let's see how this works.
We have Griffin number 3 and 4 on their way, by the way. I don't know if we mentioned Archmage, the triple ring for 50% damage reduction, and also the flute for increased damage to the Griffins, Water Elementals, and Archmage himself. So quite nice.
Love to see some staff action here by Ahmpy. I don't even know what he got. Maybe a town portal? But Sunglitters rushing straight across the map with the few forces she has. Hope she set the rally point. Looks like it.
The town is under siege. A player's forces are
And now she has to go all the way back because Ahmpy is knocking at the door.
Oh, don't lose that Griffin. That Griffin's super important. So much damage. Does micro it away. Stormhammers is on the way. You mentioned the splash damage earlier. That is the upgrade that allows the splash damage. If Militia is called and all the Griffins fight together, Sunglitters could hold, but currently Militia not being called, and Griffins are taking so much damage.
Oh, Archers with Roar. Very cheap, very hard-hitting ranged units. And with that, yep, this is not enough AoE. A Mountain King would also help a ton, but, you know, in the beginning, sticking with one hero to not... Oh, one... It is 2 heroes, but the Paladin kind of forgotten. That's kind of what I mean. We're focusing the bears now. That's nice. Only 1 Dryad. Paladin is here. Full mana. Need the Holy Light. Go.
A couple of bears could fall. If only Militia was called. It's not that much army. 2 bears are about to die. If we just had all the Militia, even the gold ones, just call them all and attack, all the archers would be dead. The bears would be dead too due to the chaos. Sunglitters can hold right now.
Needs more production, gets more production. She has animal war training for more HP on the Griffins, but never produced that one knight that would be so advantageous with normal attack versus the archer's medium armor type. Need more healing, need more birds. We call Militia. Will we use them this time? Looks like it, but unfortunately we're sending them in one by one.
Yeah, that's not ideal militia usage, but Archmage is level 5. Level 3 water elementals are going to have a ton of impact. Militia, go! Attack!
Go!
You can do it!
Do something with them! Dark Ranger on the way to level 6. Then we see Charm, and these Griffins could then soon belong to Ahmpy.
Well, not easily counterable without that potion of vulnerability. Water elementals are helping. Ahmpy diving deep. Might get the Archmage killed. There is a town portal. Paladin could come back to heal, but right now on the other side of the map, Ahmpy's going deep, and he's lost almost all of his army. TP swapped over for Ahmpy. Does Sunglitters hold?
No
Does
way.
she force the TP?
Oh, the sickest escape with 8 HP. Redo again. What a frustrating shit spell that is on lower level when you're not using this spell too much. So much healing in such little time. Dark Ranger also falling quickly. Is there a kill here? Paladin still chilling, waiting for the right moment to return.
Shadow Meld now. Ahmpy has all the tools at his disposal. More GNL bears come in for the rejuve. And these are big, big skeletons. Okay, we're going to see perhaps the first ultimate of the game in a second here. Charm is going to be unlocked for the Dark Ranger. There it is. Will he use it on a Griffin? Will he use it on a Peasant?
Nah.
No mana.
Ah, that's a bit unfortunate. No, it's on cooldown. We used it. On a Peasant. What the fuck?
Oh.
What the fuck? Is he blood castling now? No way. Oh, the mana town hall. Are you kidding me? BM Ahmpy.
We'll build in the shop now. Dryad goes down. Still, we're fighting. Sunglitters has buildings, and she has a Griffin in production. That's all she needs. Ahmpy is building an Arcane Vault for more mana on the Dark Ranger, and any Griffins that come out will be charmed yet again.
What is he doing? How can he get my worker? What the fuck? It is a bit overwhelming. I'll be making sure. I mean, at this stage, you know, if you don't tap out, this is what happens. Sick escape with the Paladin, just like with the Griffin earlier. But I think it's time to say goodbye to our beloved Potato. Will the shop finish? I'm not too sure. We have a town portal still.
Oh, not quite. That is it. One more Griffin and a Paladin left over. And unfortunately, that may not be enough to solo this entire army for Sunglitters. Ahmpy, he almost had a TP out, and then it would have been a hold, but not quite enough.
So, Carson, just for me to get this straight, according to Ahmpy, Banshees are freaking cringe and shit, but charming a worker is okay?
I guess so. I mean, BM, I feel like when he built that town hall, it should have been an automatic disqualification from the tournament. It's 2 BM.
Yeah, I
Doing
think
that to a Potato in her own garden.
that's right. So, first they steal the map, then there is no punishment for unnecessary roughness that I think would have been in order. And then Ahmpy's not getting disqualified for bad manner here as well. In my opinion, Sunglitters was robbed of the group stage win here in Group B.
And Ahmpy almost built a farm there. That would have been completely unacceptable. If he, as a Night Elf player, built a farm, that would have been the combination of all things unholy in Warcraft.
Unacceptable. That is not acceptable. Chat, who are you rooting for? Are you Team Guzu? Are you Team Geranimo? I would assume there's either Guzu fans who watched his stream or anti-Pally Rifle people rooting for Geranimo. That would be my guess. But yeah, Wopton Wode. Okay, Iron Chef. Okay, Smoke also cheering for Guzu. If people watch his stream, it's hard to root against him.
Yeah.
He's just so nice. Yeah, true. Perfect description.
And he picked the game up so fast as well watching him. It was like watching his first couple of ladder games was super duper impressive. Even though, it's a simple strategy, but to be able to just, his creeping was good, his micro was solid, his macro was there. So I don't care what strategy you played. Those three things are universal, and he did them very, very well, even in his first couple of games.
Right on. More creeping. The tech with 2 rifles. Very greedy, actually. And Geranimo feeling confident, harassing immediately.
Yeah, you like to see this. His creeping was good as well. He didn't deny anything. He got 2 nice items. Used the immolation, I believe, for the second camp to speed it up a little bit, and now he can pressure the Paladin. It's going to take a lot of mana burns on level 1 to drain the Paladin completely, but still, good pressure from Geranimo.
I like it, indeed. Take the mana away as long as there's no Blood Mage. Weaken the rifles a little bit. And Wopton Wode. Demon Hunter wasted a little bit of time, maybe, on the way to level 3, but with Immolation, you can always win.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, and Geranimo macro solid as well. He didn't forget the Hunter's Hall, is getting his shot. They're a little aggressively placed, but you don't have to worry about getting anything really canceled against Pally Rifle like you do against Archmage. So, solid game for both players so far. Militia being called to try to creep the Paladin to level 3 for Guzu. Yeah, I like what I'm seeing so far.
Aye. Except maybe 4 archers queued. That's a bit much, but shop coming, Hunter's Hall coming, tech unfolding. That's all fine so far. Thing is, how do you defend the big push? The base seems a little open, but the Wisp's far away from that entrance. Geranimo, he's a little confused when it comes to his map movement right now. Looking for another camp, maybe a bit unsure what to creep.
Yeah, I think he was also trying to search for the tavern, but got lost in the woods a little bit. But now he's got the Naga. And yeah, he needs to find something to be able to creep to level 3. And he needs to find it soon, because as the clock ticks down, we know around the 7-8 minute mark, that's when Guzu's going to be pushing with that Blood Mage.
We are pushing the sub counter, Carson. Thanks to Palindro. 5 gifted subs. You're freaking amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Demon Hunter appreciates these creeps. He needs level 3, that level 2 mana burn. Very, very important. It's the only thing that makes this Pally Rifle army not super stable. With all the armor, all the healing in the world, they barely ever lose a unit. But if you get mana burn level 2, you can counteract that.
As long as you have mana for that mana burn, because the Blood Mage will be taking that away. Yep. That's where you go for the Naga. Second, she's not reliant on mana. And then later, maybe Geranimo adding a Fire Lord just like Ahmpy did.
Yeah, I'd like to see that for sure. Geranimo goes for the double lore. Guzu continues creeping a full inventory on the Paladin, almost level 4 himself. And long rifles, Blood Mage coming out. Blood Mage will be joining the army very, very soon. Demon Hunter getting some nice items himself as well, and going to get very close to level 3. I think the Naga might steal away level 3 from the Demon Hunter, just barely.
This should be a kill possible, I would say, when he would not be up against Pally Rifle. But Blood Mage is coming. Clock is ticking.
7 archers currently. 3 Moonwells, not a 4th. If he had built that 4th Moonwell earlier, it would have been full mana because the whole nighttime has gone through. Now it's going to be daytime. That moon will be stuck at 100. Juice, Demon Hunter healing up a little bit. Buying a Moonstone, like to see those being purchased a lot so far in this tournament. And Double Lore is up. Blood Mage comes across the map. Guzu knows his timings, waiting for the heal scroll, which is going to be showing up very, very soon here.
Okay, nice timing indeed. Uses the time to pass some mana, have the Paladin at full. He's unfortunately not going for the Divine Shield that you wanted to see so dearly. Demon Hunter catching up with the levels. Took some time, but Demon Hunter well equipped. Will make his level 3 now, get a big consumable. Same can be said for Guzu if he starts this camp. Absolutely is. And afterwards, it must be time for the first push.
Yeah, I think he was waiting at the shop and then realized it would take a little bit too long. Heal Scroll and Push and Vulnerability spawns when daytime hits at this point. It's a Wand of Mana Stealing. That's pretty decent, but, you know, mana, he shouldn't be lacking if he's able to avoid that Demon Hunter. But if he isn't, Wand is going to help him out quite a bit. And Demon Hunter, Potion of Invulnerability is great. Tier 3 in Bears, and the push should be coming shortly.
Okay, tier 3 only now started for the Geranimo. That took some time. Heavy on the archers, as you said. Guzu is just waiting, and that was exactly it. The protection scroll, the heal scroll. This is the moment where Geranimo has to just hold and pray.
A player's forces are under attack.
Push. This seems winnable for both players. It honestly comes down to micro and positioning. The shop is helpful, and there's lots of moon juice. Militia being called as well now.
Oh, Guzu with the Blood Mage far forward, tanking all the damage. Holy Light is on cooldown. Careful! Holy smokes, that was so close. Now, Protection Scroll. Okay. That would have helped the Blood Mage quite a bit before, but no mana burn so far on the Pally. We suck on the Naga. Holy Light not available. Careful. It's the Demon Hunter against the Pally Rifles, it feels like.
Yeah, he could have maybe killed the Blood Mage had he set up the fight a little bit better with mana burns. You need to mana burn and then run away, mana burn, then run away, and then engage is how Demon Hunter tends to function. But unfortunately, all the early damage kind of wasted on that Blood Mage. And Guzu, the push is too strong. He's 54 supply already, has yet to lose a rifleman this game.
The police comes around the militia and they arrest the poor archers. I don't know what they did wrong, hanging out with the other night elves, I presume. Guzu, like your freaking boss, stomping Geranimo.
If that Blood Mage had died, the Paladin would have been out of mana, and then Demon Hunter could have been topped off by a rejuve. I think it all comes down to that Blood Mage living that very last second Holy Light, saving him the second time around when he was damaged. If it dies, Paladin's out of mana, Riflemen start to die to the Demon Hunter, and that fight can turn around, but just barely not holding.
So once again, we're not changing our build. Pally Rifle, Pally Rifle, Pally Rifle. It's down to Geranimo. If he wants to stay alive in the tournament, he has to win this map. And the other... So yeah, it is going to be tough. It is going to be rough. He is the underdog. And Carson, I'm going to order some food. Because I'm freaking starving, and you take over the.
Hey, you've been streaming for like what, like 12 hours straight?
It's
9 hours, 9.5.
It's 9 hours now. Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna hit 12 hours, but yeah, gotcha. All right, map number 2, Northern Isles, will be the Paladin against the Demon Hunter yet again. We'll keep mentioning it throughout this tournament when it comes to Night Elf players, but this Ancient War is going to be one of the most difficult camps for it to take here. Many players have lost their AOW in the past couple of weeks creeping this camp, and not to mention just denying creeps as well is a very common thing, but to also try to not lose your AOW is tough. Only one Wisp repairing. Oh no, I'm worried. I'm scared for him. He's eating a tree. Demon Hunter's here. This is the first... difficult thing. You need 2 wisps if you want to be guaranteed safe, because it sometimes gets ensnared. I'm praying for you, Geranimo. I'm rooting for you. I want you to get through this camp without losing this AOW. He needs the extra archers. So far, pretty good. He's eating trees. He's de-aggroing. Doesn't deny anything there. We made it through. We took some damage on the Demon Hunter. I don't care. It's fine. It's perfect. He did it.
All right, nice. And on the other side, creeping is starting as well, slow and steady. But yeah, I think our eyes should be on Geranimo to see if he can challenge him. He goes for Immolation once again. Invul Potion, super nice against the focus that we've seen before. Pretty much the same of last game.
Yeah, pretty much. 1 deny on the Demon Hunter. Not the end of the world. He kept the Ancient War alive, got most of the experience, and got the item. We're fine with that. And for Guzu, he can't deny any creeps, but he could lose Militia, which he has not yet done. The tech, again, you mentioned it being very fast last game. It's the same time and this time around, no Arcane Tower, which could be abused. If you were a coach for Geranimo, you could say, Immolation, harass him. He doesn't block his base, and he doesn't build an Arcane Tower. With that push from vulnerability, he completely shut down the economy, but maybe a little bit too advanced. For now, we just try to creep to level 3.
Alrighty. There was a deny, by the way. I checked it with the F9. One Tuskar denied that will delay things a little bit. But does the Pally find greater mana? As if he needs that, dude. It's such a waste to give a greater mana to a Paladin Blood Mage player.
Yeah, greater mana is kind of like do more damage to me with mana burn, essentially, is what it means. Mana burn me another 6 times instead of just the 3. Again, Geranimo seems a little bit lost on the maps, unfortunately. He might not know where to creep exactly. The spider camp is the most uncommon camp. It's kind of like the turtles on Last Refuge. People just rarely ever creep it. But Guzu does know what to do. He's got all the green camps. He just needs one more green camp, the big Murloc, and that'll be level 3 for the Demon Hunter. Again, pressures. Mana burn's going to be strong.
Alrighty, yeah, he goes for that pressure again. Hopefully a bit more effective than before. Yep, doesn't take any hits either. Playing around the cooldown, 3 seconds, maybe engaging again, but now that the rifles are here, seems to be chickening out, but damage is done.
Yep, and lowering the Paladin's mana before he hits level 3 is nice. Sometimes Pally Rifle players will save all their Holy Lights until they're level 3 to have the more effective healing, so the Demon Hunter burning like this is a pretty good time to do it. And the pressure continues. Again, base is not blocked, no Arcane Tower. If Guzu doesn't defend his base, Geranimo has an option to run in there.
Well. More and more archers. This is very powerful. Of course, very expensive too. Lures are coming. Again, no rush tier 3. Which is usually an essential.
Yeah. It seems like Rejuve is probably more of a priority for Geranimo to defend the push than actually having the bears themselves.
True, actually.
Yeah. Again, 7 archers again. We seem to have something stable for Geranimo. And he goes against the pressure. Arcane Tower is being upgraded. It will be finished in time. And he's lacking levels, and the Paladin will get level 3.
Alrighty. Precise creeping by Guzu. This is what we've seen from his streams. Very... he's not shaky at all. Super duper stable. Not making many mistakes. And right when the push comes, Blood Mage will pop out.
Could be good though. Blood Mage might be a little bit out of position. Paladin doesn't have full mana. At least this will buy some time for Geranimo to tech up behind. He's got double lures coming out. We'll probably be going tier 3 soon. He's not going to be able to win this fight, but it's good to force the human to be on their side of the map at this timing.
Aye, exactly. That's what it is. Okay, can he survive 3 more minutes till the bears are there? Or is Guzu charging up? He's a minute and a half away from his timing.
Yeah, lots of mana now. And he could go and creep one of the center camps and steal mana away. Seems like Geranimo's going to go for that marketplace. I like this choice.
Ooh.
It might not be scouted for now. Yeah, this is actually going to go for the small Murloc, which means Geranimo's going to get this whole camp. This could drop Hellstone, Ankh, Wand of the Wind is really good. Heal Wards is really good. This is a very valuable item for Geranimo to grab.
Oh, heal ward! Amazing! If he positions that correctly outside of rifle range, this is super good. All sustain is always really good. But here comes Guzu with the Pally rifle.
Cleans up the creep camp. That's 2 archers lost now in total, but that's totally acceptable for getting this whole camp, losing 1 archer right there. Seems like we'll go towards the shop to get heal scrolls. Guzu, really smart to never forget those. He always gets heal scroll, protection scroll, it seems like every single game. He's going to have to creep the shop to get him this time, but he can easily creep this. Again, though, more time for Geranimo. He's going to be able to get level 3 Demon Hunter, or at least close to that, before the push hits.
Alright, second camp here. The Devotion Aura is so good, man. This Paladin... he sold it? He has it! I'm an idiot. It's not good. Oh my god, I'm freaking starving. That's why my brain is foggy. Yeah, of course he sells it because he has that on the Paladin already. Oops.
Could have gone Divine Shield, though. Could have gone
True.
Divine Shield, retrain, keep the item, have Divine Shield against the mana
Thank
burn.
you.
That would be the optimal play.
Saving me. Thank you, thank you. Carson, such a good wingman.
Exactly. That's what I'm here for. Here's the push again. Blood Mage siphoning. That's what the Blood Mage is here for. Paladin really nicely positioned. Remember, the same thing happened last game, too. The Paladin was in the back, did not allow himself to get mana burn. And honestly, with this strong of a timing, it's all you really need to do. Keep the Paladin away from the mana burn, and you pretty much win the game. But now he goes into range, but the Demon Hunter's not level 3 yet, so the mana burn's not that impactful. All focus on the Blood Mage again. Unfortunately, it's not going to work. I think Guzu is doing it again. Same game twice in a row. Might be winning him 2-0.
Freaking murder. We get the banish now to protect from all the physical damage. We knock out the Naga. It's only the Demon Hunter standing, plus a bear. More siphon. Guzu plays this really clean, man. It was focused preparation on this build, on this push, which is so hard to hold. And Geranimo not on that level to make it work. Attacking his bear, probably in anger. You didn't heal me enough. You didn't heal the others enough. And then there's got to be punishment.
True. Yeah, Heal Word could be used to heal up a little bit more, but there's too many riflemen. I love the Guzu. Guzu's always breaking upkeep. He just doesn't care. He's building as many riflemen as he can. He's almost ends every game around 51 to 55 supply, it feels like, in pure riflemen. Which is great. I mean, make this push as strong as it can be, because this is kind of not really an all-in for him, but he's trying to end the game with this every time. Why not break upkeep?
Exactly. I told this to a lot of these players. Like, it doesn't really matter if you have like 100 gold more. What matters is that you have momentum and that you can win the fight. So forget about upkeep. On this level, just forget about it. When you're pushing 1500, then okay, maybe. But before, just pump, 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 pump.
Potion Vulnerability, Heal Ward combination, trying to hold on. Unfortunately, the second hero is not being rebuilt for Geranimo. He is tier 3. He's got one Moonwell left, but there's towers up now. And Guzu will be the one to make it out of this group. Geranimo, a nice attempt here. I think maybe if he knew the maps a little bit better, was able to get Demon Hunter level 3 a little bit quicker, he could have held easier. Level 2 mana burn is very important. But Guzu came very prepared today with this strat.
Exactly. And he executed well, very safe, no real mistakes, not getting supply block, not forgetting anything. Straightforward. Now the towers are up as well. Good militia calls throughout the board. He will be facing the winner of Group A. That will be a little more tricky and might be a human mirror after all. But because Annie is obviously going to win Group A. But he did it well, and Guzu GG, the expected outcome of Group B. Ahmpy first, Guzu second, Geranimo third, and Sunglitters, the queen of all our heart.
And she got her one map. She got her one map, which is what we were rooting for.
Exactly. Checking in if there's any post-game talk.
To stall until I can get to
let's listen to Geranimo.
I don't think I'm good enough yet to figure out how to do that properly.
You know the concept, right? There's this window of 2 minutes.
Well, yeah, the 7 minute and then my 9 minute. It's like the timers, right? And then once I get 3 bears with bear form, I can win. But I have to stall until I can win. That's why I was trying to mana burn him early. But I didn't know how to harass after, like really too much. So I just, I don't have it down yet.
Second game, you did really better in terms of like aggression that was delaying, winning your time for your bears. That was really cool to see.
Yeah, I was trying my best. He's better. I don't know. He's just better than me.
I think I just had a bit more practice, maybe. I don't know. You played good though.
Maybe,
it was good. It was a good harass with the Demon Hunter.
Yeah, I tried. I mean, that's the only thing I knew how to do. I was like, I'm just gonna go mana burn and at least try.
It was a bit rough when you won my base with the Naga, and the Demon Hunter was like, oh shit, he's gonna push me, but you went away.
I think I should have stayed in your base maybe and just kept you there.
I think so too, because I was actually a bit afraid there, because I was waiting for my Blood Mage to come out so I could like.
Yeah. Because I know that's when you when you do your push, you do that, and then there's like another upgrade or something, and then I killed a supply thing, so I was like, maybe I should stay, and then I had 7 archers with the upgrade, so maybe I should have stayed. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
It is what it is.
I mean, it was a good game though. I mean, GG's.
Yeah, I think the second one was a little better. So at least that way I got that. I got improvement. Yo, you're
the
good though.
was definitely better.
GG's, bro.
He did good.
GG's.
GG's, man. That was fun.
GG's.
Yeah, it was fun.
Geranimo, thanks for playing the tournament. We still have you in the FFA tomorrow. We have updated the prize pool from nothing to 1 t-shirt if you win the FFA tomorrow.
Sweet.
Let's
Awesome.
go. The t-shirts are very great. Maybe you can get a build order t-shirt on yours.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yo, Guzu.
Oh, that's how Guzu did well. He just read the build order on the t-shirt.
Yep.
Oh, that's the strategy. Okay.
Alright.
I'll have to try that next time.
Guzu, congrats for advancing. I wanted to ask one more question about the strategy in Game 2. Was it an accident or was it intentional that you changed up your build and went for a hyper-fast tech in Game 2? Just say it's intentional.
It was actually intentional. If you look at my VOD, I actually vocally say that. Yes.
You swear though, right?
I swear. You can look at the VOD. I said I'm going to go for a fast take.
Don't catch me at a bar.
Okay,
I
I'm gonna
will
check,
look at the
I'm gonna
ground
check.
and run
We'll-
away from
we'll come
you.
back to this
You
later.
can, you can. That's why I think if I just kept aggressive, it would have been so much better.
Yeah, he was a little bit less. He was a little bit more vulnerable to harass. No tower, skipped his 3rd farm, fast tech. So like a big early attack, demon level 2, mana burn, archers. Yeah, could have been good, but honestly, Geranimo, you did great. Nice performance. You won some games, lost some games. We're gonna prepare for the next group stage. Thank you both.
Yeah, good luck. Hope you do well, Guzu. Later, man.
Alrighty.
He's muted. He's
Your
moved
Geranimo's
on.
Nice
gonna-
little interaction with the lads. All super nice people.
Yep.
Give them a shout out. We will see Guzu tomorrow. We will see Geranimo in the FFA, as they said.